While giving birth, some women have been known to experience orgasm. Minus 321 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature at which sperm banks store donor semen. At this temperature, semen can be stored indefinitely. During sexual intercourse, in addition to the genitals and breasts, the inner nose also swells. Exhale. The average female orgasm lasts 20 seconds, 14 seconds longer than the male orgasm. Researchers at Rutgers University used MRI imaging to find out exactly what happens in your brain when you're aroused. 045 is that different regions of the brain become activated in response to stimulation of the vagina, cervix, clitoris, and nipples. According to the State University of New York study, semen can help fight depression. Semen contains chemicals that elevate mood, increase affection, and induce sleep. And it also contains cortisol, which is known to increase feelings of affection in the brain. Studies have shown that orgasms can make women more confident, productive, and creative. Wearing high heels can negatively affect a woman's orgasm. Women can get pregnant 5 to 8 days after having sex, 1 to 32. Clitoris grows throughout a woman's lifetime, 1 to 39. The clitoris actually has a pretty similar anatomy to a penis, with glands, a foreskin, and a shaft. Sation started in the clitoris can spread across the pelvic area, 500 to 1300, affecting about 1/500 other nerve endings. 158. Birth control pills dampen the libido. The clitoris doesn't play a direct role in human reproduction. It's just there to make us feel good. The pulsations a woman feels during orgasm are actually her uterus trying to gather sperm. The clitoris is the only part of the human body that never ages. At 3, if you're struggling to reach orgasm, using lube might help. The impulse to ejaculate comes from the spinal cord. No brain is needed. 2. It has been shown that when you reach orgasm, the area behind your left eye, known as the lateral orbitofrontal cortex, shuts down. Experience the area of the forehead. Everyone lasts 6 seconds. The average male orgasm lasts 20 seconds. The average woman needs 20 minutes of stimulation to reach climax, whereas men typically require between 2 and 10 minutes. The left testicle usually hangs lower than the right for right-handed men. The opposite is true for lefties. The left side should prolong and urge slowly, and the right needs to be strong and fast. The opposite is true for lefties. Yet, according to research published in the Journal of Sexual Research, women's ability to orgasm increased by 30% after taking part in a mindfulness program. So that closeness relates to safety and safety. From fingers and vibrators, candles are the phallic objects used most often by female 343 masturbators. Some women love the feeling of rhythmic pressure on their cervix and may depend upon that sensation. The most common cause of penile rupture is vigorous masturbation. It's generally accepted that roughly a third of women are unable to have orgasm through any means. When 2 people kiss, they exchange between 10 million and 1 billion bacteria. When the uterus contracts during orgasm, it can help use up cramp-causing prostaglandins, flush out excess blood, and even clear out some of the lining and debris that could flow backward. Despite what men claim, only 15% have a penis longer than 7 inches. 6. Only 3% have a penis more than 8 inches long. The surge of oxytocin that occurs during orgasm triggers a release of feel-good endorphins that act as powerful pain relievers. Orgasms can lower a woman's risk of heart disease, stroke, breast cancer, and depression. Research has shown that orgasms experienced during sex cause us to release 400 times more prolactin, which tends to make people feel sleepy and satiated, than from those from masturbation. The world's largest recorded 5.25 penis belongs to 41-year-old New Yorker Jonah Falfin, whose appendage measures 9.5 inches flaccid and 13.5 inches erect. Nearly 10% of all dreams include sex. 538. Research shows that women have more, not to mention more fulfilling orgasms as they get older. 543 says to me, says Debbie Hervanek, a research scientist at Indiana University. 3 minutes. In England, 90% of adults admitted to having some form of sexual interaction in the office. Having sex at least 3 times a week can make you look 4 to 7 years younger. A woman's sexual drive reaches its peak just before her period. Most women prefer a dark place over a well-lit-up place to have sex. After fingers and vibrators, candles are the phallic objects used most often by females for sexual pleasure. 95% of women get horny when men suck their fingers. According to the American 6th 37th Sociological Association found that the most mind-blowing sex typically comes with being in love with your partner. The average person spends 2.0160 minutes kissing during a lifetime, which is 336 hours, 14 days, or 2 weeks. The inventor of Kellogg's cornflakes, Dr. Kellogg, was an ardent anti-masturbation campaigner. He believed that a healthy diet would decrease a 7/8 person's sexual thoughts. Some people are able to orgasm while working out thanks to a higher level of cortisone. Couples in Greece have the most sex, approximately 164 times per year. 7. Outside of the bedroom, the most common place for adults in the U.S. to have sex is the car. Many researchers consider the skin to be the largest sex organ and the brain to be the most powerful. The amount of semen produced with each ejaculation is 1-2 teaspoons. The typical man will produce about 14 gallons or 500 billion sperm in his lifetime. Intercourse has also been called afternoon delight, dancing the mattress, rumbuscating, stuffing, spearing the bearded clam, horizontal refreshment, and testing the mattress. According to the Kinsey Institute, 8 to 22, the average speed of sperm during ejaculation is 28 miles per hour. Peace. The aroma of wine can arouse both men and women. The scents of many wines are believed to replicate human pheromones, the chemical substances that cause behavioral responses in humans. Statistics show that approximately 1 in every 5 Americans has indulged in sex with a colleague at work. Approximately 1% of people worldwide identify as asexual, that is, having no strong sexual attraction to either sex. Approximately 70% of people in the US admit to fantasizing about group sex at some point in their life, and more than 50% of those people actually follow through. Throughout the United States, approximately 4% of the population, 9 to 12, identifies as gay, lesbian, or bisexual. Avocados are known as the fruit of the testicle tree and are believed to have aphrodisiac qualities, that is, arouses sexual instinct, 932, and desire, and increases pleasure and performance. Firmicophilia is the sexual interest of small worms crawling over one's body. A sperm takes 1 hour to swim 7 inches. A teaspoon of semen contains 5 calories. Scientists are unsure why humans have pubic hair, but they theorize that the hair traps secretions that hold pheromones or sexual scents. The average man has 11 erections per day and 9 erections a night. The fear of having, seeing, or thinking about an erection is called a thallophobia. Married people are more likely to masturbate than people living alone. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Men actually do get blue balls, which is technically called prostatic congestion. It is caused by trapped blood. A warm shower, aspirin, or an orgasm, a reluctant orgasm, will relieve the itchiness. The penis stops growing when a man is in his early 20s. Penises 11 through 20 are generally darker than the body from which they hang. A micropenis is a term used by researchers 11 to 13 to refer to penis fewer than 2.8 inches in length when stretched. The condition affects only 0.6% of men, or 6 in 1,000 men. It is caused by inadequate testosterone at a late stage of fetal 1127 development. Some modern researchers claim that the penis thrusts inside a woman's vagina, not to remove a competitor's sperm. What, if any, is to stimulate a woman, but to remove a competitor's sperm? This explains why the penis is shaped like a disc, a piston. It is straight and thick, topped with a smooth acorn-shaped gland, so it can push, pull, suck, push, pull, suck. An estimated 30 million Americans struggle with erectile dysfunction, and penis can also let you know. Finally, eating nutritious food and exercising help give you energy and can improve your sense of well-being. 1157. In all aspects of your life, including your sex life. A study found a direct link between higher sex frequency and higher levels of cognitive function in older adults. A 2019 study found 12% increase in the rate of cancer in older adults was linked to lower rates of cancer, coronary heart disease, and other chronic illnesses. End quote. Respectfully, ours ever. A 2018 study of older adults found that about 60%, 12 to 38, said they took part in more subtle kinds of sexual closeness and intimacy, and that quality was more important than the frequency of sex. A similar 2019 study found that older adults who were sexually active reported a higher quality of life and sense of well-being. Problems that used to numb the pain sometimes numb even our emotions to the pain alone, especially when those things are integrated with lifestyle dysfunction and low libido, sex drive, 1250, can now be treated with medication or counseling and lifestyle changes. According to the National Health Aid poll on healthy aging, 40% of people between the ages of 65 and 80 are sexually active. Of these folks, 73% say they are satisfied with their sex lives, using condoms or some other form of protection, as well as discussing STD testing and your expectations of monogamy are important, unable to feel safe, a sifting through the fears of losing what you want with fear of being held back. Don't place too much pressure on every sexual encounter ending in an orgasm. You may find that as you get older, standing positions are more comfortable for both you and your partner compared to positions that involve either partner being on their hands and knees. First,